it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, count it up. Ayy, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken at his 4. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball. Check it back. Switch.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. They do go for it. It's Breeze. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. whistle resulted in losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes rolling to his right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right there.
Yeah, much easier. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep, back up, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, running with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a play fake. Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Well, that worked out perfectly.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Yellow, yellow. There's a blue lady. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Watkins. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. He'll let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bree's going to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Breeze. He's got Smith here. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Slap. Kill. 53.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This fielded at the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Attack! Double dog. That's the way. He's checking. Crash.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. On first down, Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 56 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yellow, are the blue ladies?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. It's Kose on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So that'll back him up 5. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Breeze. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Shreds the tackle. Oh, what a juke into space. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking...
That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. 5-9. Kill.
3 butt.
Check 3. Check.
Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Rush in.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go. Check.
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. The tight end, Kose. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it with McCoy. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Breeze to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 51 yards as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Right there.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Let's go, Eddie.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw is Mahomes. Steps away. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Back to throw. Mahomes flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Now Mahomes out to his head. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, second and 7. Back to throw, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Forced out to his left. Thomas has got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31, check 31.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this one complete to Smith. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score the...
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. He was looking for Watkins that time. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is Does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.